Craftin buddies, you're going to have to bear with me tonight. So I am on the road. If you follow me on Facebook, you'll have seen my Where in the World is Late Night Lori post. And I don't have a camera stand, so I'm going to do the best I can holding this in place. And I prepped as much as I could to do just a really simple alternative with this beautiful blues kit. So here's what we've been looking at the last couple of nights. Um, the first night I actually did the cards as they're shown in the kit. The second night I did, hi Fifi, good to see you. This is the card that we did last night with some input from my crafting tag-along people. So Fifi, I'm on the road, so you're gonna have to hang in there with my moving camera. Oh, Colleen, welcome. Welcome. You're catching up too. So hopefully this is going to be a quick one because my arm is going to get really tired and my husband's going to be tired of staying quiet for me. So with this kit, Colleen, I don't know if you were there before, but this is the kit we've done the last couple of nights. And what I'm doing tonight is I'm just going to take this element, and we talked about it being on the cloud cover. And for this element, I don't think it really works on the cloud cover because this blue shade doesn't work really well. It's darker, so I'm not going to do that tonight, but I do like it on this other card base. So I cut the card base down, and I only have my little trimmer. I don't know if you've got this little guillotine trimmer, but I didn't bring out my other one, so I'm not sure exactly what I cut it down to, but you can figure it out on your own if you want to do this. So I've got a basic card base. It would be 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So this is probably 4 by 5 1/4. It's close, and I didn't adhere it because I want to save the bases, because since I'm traveling, I didn't bring a whole lot of supplies. But I thought we would put this on here, and then with this set of dies here, I used the Beautiful Motifs dies. Thank you. So my husband just set up my his phone actually. Can you maybe find YouTube on here? It popped up and I didn't catch it soon enough. Oh, never mind. Sometimes the comments scroll up on my screen and sometimes they don't. So I got it. Thank you. Yep, I got it there too. Awesome. He is so helpful. So anyway, so I'm using the one die from this Beautiful Motifs, and I'm using this foliage one. So what I did was I took one of these pieces here, and I used that die, and I cut out 2 of the foliage pieces. And what I thought looked really nice was to just put these here. I put this up on dimensionals. So these I will just glue when I have 2 hands to work on it. But I will glue these just kind of in the center, or maybe using some of my Stampin' Seal. And then I will put this on here. And then I took this stamp set. Isn't it pretty, Fifi? I love it. And over here, this Thinking of You sentiment, I used my Night of Navy, and I stamped that already so I wouldn't have to do it one-handed. And I just think that looks gorgeous, quite honestly. And it's not because I did anything, but that's because all these elements are so pretty. But then I also had this old olive foliage piece that I had cut out for another project, and I put it in the envelope from my dies. You can see where I cut out another piece from those just as a sample. So I had them in that sleeve. And I thought if I tucked this in, and it's hard doing it one-handed even though I'm left-handed, but if I tucked that in there, and sorry, my camera's going crooked. It's hard to hold your phone and talk and do this all at the same time and watch for comments. And if I tucked this under here, you can kind of get the idea, but that just gives it another little dimension of color. So rather than, you could do monochromatic or you could do it with the old olive and the greens that are in here. Isn't that gorgeous? I love it. So I'm gonna put that all together and that will be one of my cards. And then the other one we talked about was this, let me pull up, well, let me just get the instructions. That'll be easier than me digging through. This one here, let me go a little closer. This back piece where it's all laser cut, against that, against this background, let me show you here. It comes with a framed piece. Sorry, my camera's moving so much. I hope you're not getting dizzy. So I wasn't really fond of that because I just didn't think the blues worked very well together. And Fifi, I think it might have been you that suggested putting it on the cloud cover. And that's pretty, but when it's on white, I think that stands out even more. So what I'm going to do, I cut off the frame because these pieces actually come in a frame. So there's a border around here. What I'm actually going to do, and maybe, can you do me a favor and just hold that right there for just a couple of seconds? All right, I have two hands for just it's gonna be more than a couple of seconds. You gonna say hi, Paul?
Oh.
He doesn't normally talk that low. So what I thought I would do is, whoops, you can go a little higher. What I thought I would do is cut off a couple of these pieces that are just kind of random. And I'll cut these nicer when I have a chance. And I think this one needs to come off of here. So don't be afraid when you have a laser cut like this to get rid of some pieces that just don't work. So then I thought we could put this over here. And I think maybe even this rose needs to go because it doesn't quite fit. So that's, sorry, I hope you're not too dizzy, ladies. So we'll take that off. We could probably leave that there. And then like this. I guess there's one more little snip I need to do. So something like that, and have it sit in the corner. And again, we could take something like this. I would probably take like some Night of Navy and either edge my sentiment or put a Night of Navy piece of cardstock under there. You could still make that work somewhere, like maybe even on the inside or something. So it's really dark. It's really, I mean, the contrast here, you almost need something in here, so I'm not really sure. Put the extra rose inside the card. Yeah, that's what I think I would probably do. So I'm gonna take the phone back from my cameraman. And these are my two cards, kind of one-handed. So this one I think might be my favorite out of the kit. This one you think looks, are you talking about this one being balanced, Fifi? The left one or the right one? This way? Yeah. But we could just do something like that. And you know, if I had some gems, just put a few gems on there and it'll be good. So that's all I'm going to show with you tonight. Thank you for popping in and spending some of your time with me. Yeah, this one needs some embellishments, you're right. So thank you for taking some time out of your day to craft with me. And hopefully I'll be back tomorrow. We'll be on the road again, but we'll see what I can get together tomorrow night sometime. So in the meantime, happy crafting.